This program is brought to you by the City of Oceanside. The following program does not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, or policies of the City of Oceanside, its elected officials, KOCT, its board of directors, or staff.
I'm CJ Demento, the host of Oceanside Spectrum. I am happy to welcome you to this spring April edition of Oceanside Spectrum. First, we have Leslie Gall, President and CEO of Visit Oceanside, here to share about her Sustainable Tourism Master Plan. Scott Ashton, as CEO, is here to share about his organization, the Oceanside Chamber of Commerce, and their new Oceanside Leadership Academy. With lots going on at the Mission San Luis Rey, Gwen Grimes, Executive Director, is going to update us as the mission turns 225. And Dr. Julie Schluter, Oceanside Unified School District's Palmquist Elementary School's principal, is here with all that you need to know about transitional kindergarten, a very important program offered throughout Oceanside. So stay tuned because Oceanside Spectrum starts now. Visit Oceanside's President and CEO, Leslie Gall, is here. Welcome.
Thank you, CJ.
You have some great updates.
We do have some fun stuff happening. We're busy, but It's all good stuff.
Visit Oceanside is always busy, up to good things. So
because there's a lot happening in this wonderful city that we have.
So much going on, so much going on. So I want you to tell folks about the Sustainable Tourism Master Plan, because that's really where you guys are putting all of your efforts right now.
We are really focused on that right now. This was in our long-term strategic plan a few years ago, and now we're able to get back on track with it with being post-COVID. So really we wanted to create a 10-year action plan to grow tourism and the tourism economy over the next 10 years in a thoughtful and responsible way. We want to look at different aspects, product development, infrastructure improvements, the environment, and policies that will help support that growth. But as we do this, we want to make sure we're being thoughtful about the residents. We're looking at things like we want to make sure we're positively impacting quality of life. It really is a symbiotic relationship between the tourism economy and our residents and how we support the amenities that our residents enjoy. We want to make sure we're supporting the quality economy, quality of the environment, and then quality of the visitor experience.
Right, you call that destination stewardship.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Sustainability means so many things to people, and as an industry, we really looked at it as what does it mean from a tourism standpoint? And of course, the environment is really important. We want to make sure we're protecting that. We want to make sure that we're targeting the right kind of consumer and customer that care about the same values that we care about. And we know that sustainability is an important part of a lot of the consumers' travel decisions that they make. But we also want to look at it holistically too. What does that look like for the whole community, from preserving our local culture and heritage, again, from thoughtful product development, like looking at the agritourism, things that are inherent to who Oceanside is. How do we take those things, bring them to life, and create economic opportunities with them? Farming's inherent. We're a very diverse community. Our different neighborhoods and cultures are really important to us. So how do we educate and celebrate their stories through events and education and preserving that? And that in turn generates impact in the economy, but also preserves their heritage for generations to come. So how do we make sure we're creating that symbiotic relationship? So really looking at it holistically, generating demand in other parts of Oceanside, not just in other parts of the year, being diverse with that, so we're not just impacting the beaches in July.
Very, very thoughtful work that you all do. And I know there's lots of great cultural events that are coming up, festivals. Tell us about a few. I know API is a new festival.
Yes, I'm so excited. With Kevin Shin, I'm like, this is exactly what we're talking about, and what a wonderful partner he has, and the relationships that he has to really create something special for creating an API event on April 29th. It's going to be an educational opportunity. They're going to be having crafts and activities to do, the music, the food, the dance. So really a great opportunity and something that I feel like we can really build on, and we want to continue to support and sponsor activities like that.
And you do a great job sponsoring a lot of local cultural events, activities, so thank you for doing that.
Yeah,
thank you for
you.
doing that.
No, we love it.
Yeah.
We feel like the Valley Arts Festival is really important. Again, celebrating the San Luis Rey Mission Band of Indians and bringing their culture and story to life and educating the community, sustaining their way of life for generations to come. So, you know, there's just so many opportunities like that, and I feel like the timing is really perfect to bring this all together and making sure we're being thoughtful about how we support those things, because it is, I use that word symbiotic a lot, but it is a symbiotic relationship with what we're doing and what we want to give back and help provide these amenities for the local residents.
And a lot of local partnerships. You're doing some work with Green Oceanside and different initiatives as well.
Yeah, they're amazing as it relates to sustainability, obviously. I think Oceanside's so fortunate to have that department and Colleen Foster, and we really appreciated that she was willing to work with our brand, the Love Oceanside brand, in her messaging with the big belly trash cans downtown. And again, it helps us with our leave no trace behind messaging, pack up what you pack in, leave no trash. And so it just was a perfect partnership with her. And hopefully they're really fun and the residents are really enjoying the colorful pictures and photography and messaging on those.
Lots going on. It's going to be a great spring and a wonderful summer, I'm certain. So,
summer looks good. Sentiment is still really high for travel. I think people feel like they've earned the right to get out. There's still that pent-up demand, and multi-generational travel is more important than ever in creating those memories, and I think we're a perfect destination for that type of travel. So looking at those trends in family and multi-generational and cultural and sustainability, all those are popular trends coming up. And I think some of them are going to be here forever. I think the sustainability really isn't a trend. It's going to be something that's a way of life and how we move forward. So we're perfect to take advantage and leverage those opportunities as a destination.
All right, go Oceanside.
Yeah.
All right. So if someone wants to find out more about Visit Oceanside and all these great initiatives, where should they go?
They should go to visitoceanside.org. We have a really robust visitor or event calendar on there, so that's the best place. And then for the tourism master plan, loveoceanside.com is a great resource.
Okay, for the plan, the master plan that you're working on. All right, great resources. Thank you so much, Leslie, for being here.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with our next guest.
Hello, my name is Scott Ashton, and I'm CEO of the Oceanside Chamber of Commerce. Each month, the Chamber holds its second Tuesday coffee meeting to provide an opportunity for our members to make new connections and grow their businesses. It has been exciting to see so many new relationships building through our Chamber events. If you are a business owner looking to expand your network, I encourage you to check out our Tuesday coffee and other networking events. More information is available at oceansidechamber.com.
All right, welcome back. Scott Ashton, Chief Executive Officer of the Oceanside Chamber of Commerce is here. Welcome.
Thank you. So glad to be here. I appreciate you inviting me and just the opportunity to be here with you today.
Absolutely. Well, you have a lot to talk about.
Yes.
You have a really cool new program at the Oceanside Chamber of Commerce, the Oceanside Leadership Academy.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah. Tell us about that. What kind of kicked that off? What got that idea started?
Yeah, so it dates back to, in each October, we have our annual planning session with our board of directors where we strategize about where we want to go for the next 5 years. While we were putting together our 5-year plan in October of 2021, that was just one of the areas that was identified, is that the chamber needed to be more engaged in developing our community's leaders for the future.
Pipeline, right?
That pipeline of leaders.
Pipeline.
To serve in a variety of capacities. So that was the origin in October of 2021, and last summer, a little less than a year ago, we just kicked off the planning efforts and started putting it together and put a lot of time and effort. We had a small task force, a small but muddy group that came up with the curriculum and the plan as to how we'd move forward. And we're about to launch in April.
Exciting.
Yes.
So what does the curriculum look like?
Yeah, so we are starting the Academy with a half-day workshop on April 22nd, which will be a panel discussion. We have a variety of panelists that will later do our follow-up sessions.
Okay.
And so our moderator is Kristen Hike from Maricosta College. She will be asking all the questions of the panelists. And in that first session, Kristen will be doing an opening session on like a leadership 101 and what it looks like. And then asking the panelists questions about their leadership philosophies, how they've led during challenging times, and what leadership looks like in their specific sector. And also during that half-day workshop, we're going to have breakout sessions where our cohort members can get to know each other. So we have a cohort. Our first cohort is 32 people. We were going to max out at 30, but we decided to let a couple more in.
Yes.
It's hard to say no.
Absolutely.
And there was just really a hunger for this type of programming. So
development,
go ahead.
No, and you've got lots of sectors represented too. I wanted to make sure you shared that. It's really incredible.
Yeah, so we have panelists and from military, municipal government, STEM, tourism, entrepreneurship, and the nonprofit sector.
Awesome.
And so after the half-day opening session, we have 8 weeks of follow-ups that are going to be on Thursday evenings, 3-hour sessions. Our first one will be military. That will involve just a discussion on what leadership looks like in the military, and then a brief Camp Pendleton tour. And then the following week, municipal government, council member Peter Weiss will be doing that presentation, and we'll do that at City Hall. And then for the 6 weeks after that, additional sessions. So we're super excited about the group of panelists that we have, and just that they're willing to step up and give their time to help develop our future leaders. Yeah,
that's exciting. And because it's full, if someone wanted an opportunity in the future to be a part of this, what would that look like? Yeah, so
we, like I said, there was really a hunger for this type of programming. Yeah. So as we were developing this, and I was just having casual conversations with people in the community and saying, hey, we're starting a leadership academy, we built a pretty large interest list just from those casual conversations. And as our marketing materials were ready, we started pushing it out and people were signing up. So we had to really pull back on our marketing and not push it out as much as we thought we were going to have to. So with that, we decided, hey, let's do a repeat in the fall. And most of the speakers have agreed that, yes, we're on board to do it again. And so we'll do a marketing push in a couple months to fill up the fall cohort.
Good. So people can look for that. You also have another event that happens in the summer that I wanted to make sure that you shared.
Yes, it is our Heroes of Oceanside and Camp Pendleton, something that we've been doing for a little while. It's an evening of recognition for our local heroes, and that is police, fire, educators, lifeguards, healthcare workers, and with the military, it's the Marines and sailors. So we recognize a really good group of people. It's a dinner event at Arrowwood Golf Course, and tickets are available to the public, and you can find that on the Chamber's website at oceansidechamber.com.
All right, so any of the information can be found at that website, right?
Yep, on Leadership Academy as well. We have a page dedicated to the Leadership Academy. We have not put the new dates on yet. We're still finalizing those details, but
so keep checking in.
Keep checking.
All right, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thanks.
We'll be right back.
Today really kicks off our celebration this year of our 225th anniversary here at the Mission. And so it's just really a way for us to bring in the local media and our local community, share with them what we'll be doing throughout the year to celebrate this historic event here at the Mission.
The proclamation was really important to help get that word out. This is a very important historic site, the King of the Missions. It has kept its character and it's kept its importance in the community. To get the word out about this very precious, precious place, it means a lot to me.
I think it's a very important way of acknowledgement of the mission, but beyond that, it's acknowledging the fact that the Luiseño people are still here, very much a part of the present day as well as the past, and we're looking to the future here.
Part of our responsibility is to continue to have the Mission be part of a generational event for families that have been here for years. That's the most important thing for us.
Welcome back. Gwen Grimes, Executive Director of Mission San Luis Rey, is here as they celebrate a big year. It's a huge year.
It's a big year.
Right?
It's a big, busy year.
Big, busy year. 225 year anniversary of the mission.
Yes.
One of 21 missions
Yes.
in the state.
Yes.
It's a big deal.
It is a big deal. We're very excited about it, and so we wanted to really celebrate throughout the year, not just the day of the founding, but really celebrate throughout the year and celebrate, all of the heritage and culture of the mission. So celebrate the Luiseño people, who's of course the native land of the mission, and our friars and some of the fun events that we've had throughout the years and bringing them back. And so again, really just wanted to celebrate throughout the whole year. And so we have a whole year of fun activities and events, and so we're really excited about everything.
So tell us about some of those events. I know there's a lot.
Yes, there is.
Lectures and things. You had an art festival that was very successful.
We did.
What else is coming up?
Yes, so we had an art festival. We're working on a 225-foot mural of the mission. So the mission, kind of the past, present, and future. So upcoming, we have a couple of really cool concerts in the Mission Church. They're candlelight concerts, and so they're actually held all over the country. And so this will be the first time we're hosting one in our Mission Church, which will be absolutely beautiful. And then in June, we will have a fiesta. So fiesta went on at the Mission for many, many, many years, and has not been held since the 200th anniversary. And so we're bringing back the fiesta in the weekend of June 16th through the 18th. And then, so that's one of the events that people have loved at the Mission for many years and have a lot of history and fond memories of it. And then the other event that we're bringing back for this year as well is the Heritage Ball. And so that was a big, beautiful gala that was held at the Mission for many years. And so that's the other event that people really love and say, why don't you have the Heritage Ball anymore? And so we thought, well, if we're celebrating throughout the year, we'll do that. And then, of course, on the day of our founding, we'll have a beautiful multicultural mass in our historic church, and so really celebrate, our Franciscan Catholic heritage. So I'm excited about that.
That?
That is June 13th.
June 13th?
Yes,
okay,
yes.
so that's going to be a big month, but lots of programming throughout the year.
Yes, yes.
I want you to speak a little bit more about the fiesta, because you said you need some volunteers and people to really get involved in that. So what might that look like?
So it's, again, a 3-day event, so it takes a lot of people to put on a 3-day event. So we'll have food vendors and retail vendors, and so we're still looking for some more food and retail vendors, and we're really trying to stay with local vendors, both food and retail, and so kind of artisanal vendors, and so we're looking for that. But really, volunteers to help with parking and picking up trash and making sure people are where they're supposed to be and helping people. We're gonna have a stage with lots of different music and dancing, and so that's a lot to coordinate. And we'll have carnival rides and games, and so it'll be a really fun event. But as I said, it's a lot of people to put that on.
Yes, that is a big deal.
Yes,
that is a big deal. So are you looking for volunteers throughout the month?
Yes,
right?
yes,
I mean, really, if people want to get involved.
Yes, really, all of our events,
and
we need help with. So, we just, as I said, we just had our art festival, and so we were really fortunate to have a lot of teenagers from our youth group at the parish who came over and helped, and so they were a big help, and so it's fun to have them, and they helped paint the mural, and so nice to have our community there to help and have fun. So
yeah, and amazing to be bringing back all of those events that have made the mission what it is. Over
so
the
I have
last
never been to a
years.
fiesta, and so I'm excited to be a part of the fiesta. So. Yeah.
And a big group of folks planning these events?
Yes. So we have kind of a core group that's been meeting for probably over a year now. And we're like, yeah, it's, off in the distance. And then all of a sudden 2023 was here and we're like, okay. So, we have, some people from the Luiseño tribe and some of our staff members and some, community members. And so it's really been a nice group of people who have been working on it. And now that we're in the nitty gritty of the events, we have committees that are working on just the Heritage Ball, a wonderful group of women from the Oceanside area who have been working on the Heritage Ball for many years before and are excited to have it back. And so they're going to be helping us. And so it's been really a lot of fun so far.
Wonderful. And some of these are fundraisers, right?
Yes.
So you're looking to raise funds for the mission and support the efforts moving forward for the next 225 years.
Exactly.
Right?
So for instance, the Heritage Ball will be a fundraiser to the walls of the Mission Church. You can imagine somebody hits it with a wheelchair and takes a little chunk out of the corner, and some of the paint's starting to peel on the interior walls. And so we won't completely repaint it, but we'll patch up some of the nicks and fix some of the paint. So that the Heritage Ball proceeds will go to fund that. So.
What a great cause.
Yeah.
What a great cause. So where can people find out more about all these amazing events this year?
So on our website, on sanluisrey.org.
Okay.
And then we, of course, are posting on social media, on our Facebook and Instagram pages. And so lots of pictures of upcoming things and, how to register and how to become a volunteer.
Awesome. And right here in our own community, the King of the Missions.
Yes, the King of the Missions.
Incredible.
It was named King of the Missions. It was, at the time, in its heyday, the biggest building in California and of almost 1 million acres.
Wow.
So thus the name King of the Missions. Still the biggest mission.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me. And I want to invite everybody in the community to come visit the mission this year, every year. But it's a great celebration for us. So
it's a special year.
Yeah, it is a special year. Yeah.
We will be right back with our last guest.
We're at El Camino High School, and today is a big day for our students. We're having a real entrepreneur come speak to them. Our very own David Stoddard from Brixton. Dave's a great success story, and our students get to learn from him. It's pretty amazing.
My name's David Stoddard. I'm the co-founder of Brixton, and I live in Oceanside. I was a labor worker, and one day I just felt like I knew I wasn't doing something I should be doing. I knew I wanted to do clothing and I loved it, and I figured if I didn't make a change now, I would never do it. And I literally made a decision that day, and my life has been amazing since.
In the future, I would like to create my own business, and seeing it from his perspective, someone that's one of our own, is super cool to see.
You don't have to wake up every day and do a job that you hate, but for a dream to come true, you have to hustle. I would get off work and then I'd go to my office, which was my kitchen table, and I would work from 5 o'clock to 2 a.m. every morning just to make it happen. There's gonna be trials and it's gonna be hard and you're gonna have to take risks, but if you're doing what you love, all those challenges and all those risks just feel like part of the plan.
Dr. Julie Schluter, principal of Palmquist Elementary right here in Oceanside, part of the Oceanside Unified School District, is here to share some really great school news.
Yes,
yeah,
great.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Happy to have you here and talking about something that's so important in our community, transitional kindergarten. What is it? What is transitional kindergarten?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Yeah.
Transitional kindergarten is not preschool.
Yeah.
It is a pre-kindergarten class where children go to learn the social, emotional skills and the cognitive academic skills that will set them up for success with their future elementary career.
Yeah, so it's a really important way for kids to enter school.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It gives them what they need to be successful.
Okay, so I know that Oceanside Unified has a really robust transitional kindergarten program at every elementary school?
Yes, at every elementary school, and some next year may have 2. So our program is growing.
Great.
And each of the classrooms has a credentialed teacher and an instructional assistant. So it's a 12-to-1 ratio. There are 24 kids in the class,
Wow.
but there are 2 adults with the 24 kids.
Students,
So
yeah, that's
yeah.
great. And the credentialed part is very important.
it is very important because the teachers are credentialed, so they know the developmental appropriate strategies to use with the kids.
Mhm.
They know all about play-based learning, which is what our programs are based on. And they also are aware of the standards, not only the pre-K standards, but the elementary learning standards, so that what they do is very much aligned to what the kids will be doing in kindergarten, and it really builds a solid foundation for them moving forward.
Yeah. So you would really encourage any parents that have a child around that age,
Yes.
find out more about transitional kindergarten, what it looks like, the importance of it. How could they go about doing that?
They can go to our website,
okay.
oside.us, and we have all the information there. So children who turn 5 between September 2nd and April 2nd are eligible for TK.
Okay.
So it would be September 2nd of 2023 and then April 2nd of 2024. And children who turn 5 before that would go to the traditional kindergarten program.
And those would all be starting in the fall.
All be starting in the fall, August 15th.
Okay.
Yep, the programs are full day programs. They're about 5 hours and 50 minutes, so just under 6 hours, 5 days a week. And Wednesdays are short days, but otherwise it's basically a full school day. And we also have before and after care for the students.
Oh, that's
wonderful. And so if parents need to drop them off a little early or pick them up a little late because of work, then they'll have that opportunity to do so.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing that the district is offering that opportunity.
It is. They really do put students at the center of everything they do. So, and families.
What if a parent is considering doing transitional kindergarten, but not sure because it's a big adjustment, you know? What would you say to them?
I would say do it because it is, like I said, a golden opportunity to build the skills and knowledge that kids need to be successful in the future. And so I would absolutely take advantage of it. It's different from daycare in that there is a curriculum that is based on the California frameworks for early childhood education. And that curriculum is the foundation, as I've said before, that will build towards what they need in kindergarten and beyond.
And having those credentialed teachers to teach that curriculum is of utmost importance.
Yes. Not only are they familiar with the developmental strategies, but they're familiar with the standards and the curriculum. And so it's really, it's not, it's an educational program. It's not daycare. So really sets them up for success.
Wonderful. So if folks want to find out more, where would they go to do so?
Oside.us. There's a registration page that will have all of the TK information on it, including a really beautiful graphic that shows if you should put your kid in TK or kindergarten. So that's very helpful. And the website will help you navigate through the process.
So go to the website, check it out. Say hello to all your kids at Palmquist, will you?
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody at Palmquist. The most awesome school in Oceanside.
Thank you so much. Such a pleasure to meet you and hear more about your programs.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching this April edition of Oceanside Spectrum, highlighting initiatives and events within your community. If you're also one of those people who would like to be a guest on the show, please visit koct.org/spectrum to find out details on how your nonprofit can be a part of Spectrum. Stay up to date with all things North County by visiting koct.org. Thanks, and take good care.